Jumbo the Elephant, adapted from the story by Katherine Jackson. One day, a happy little elephant was dancing along through the jungle. He went skipping through the dense undergrowth. 1, 2, 3, plonk. 1, 2, 3, plonk, until he came across a brightly colored parrot.
"Why do you make so much noise when you walk?"
Screeched the parrot, who before that time had never seen an elephant.
"What kind of animal do you call yourself anyway?"
The little elephant replied, I don't know what kind of animal I am. I live all by myself in the jungle. I really love to dance and leap about, and my name is Jumbo. Don't you think that's a very nice sounding name? And one which rather suits me.
"Yes, I suppose it's quite a nice name,"
said the parrot.
"But it's the only thing about you that does suit you. Your ears are too big for you and your nose is much too long. What's more, your skin is far too baggy. It fits you like an old Hessian bag. It falls and folds and creases all over the place. Do you know what you should be called? Old baggy pants!"
Poor Jumbo had a look at himself. He saw that the parrot was right. He certainly did look wrinkled. I would like to do something to improve my looks. He sighed. But how do I go about it? What am I going to do?
"I'm afraid I have no idea,"
replied the parrot.
"All I know is that I find you quite frightful to look at. In the whole of my life, I've never seen anything like you."
The little elephant tried very hard to smooth out the wrinkles in his skin. First, he rubbed it with his trunk. That didn't help at all. Then, he tried to roll up the baggy skin on his legs. But it only fell down again in dozens of loose folds. The parrot sat on his branch, watching him and smiling with laughter.
"Why don't you go and have a dip in the water like the crocodile?"
suggested the parrot.
"If you do that, your skin may shrink."
Before the little elephant's skin had time to shrink in the water, a huge, scaly crocodile swam up to him. The little elephant was very afraid and galloped up the bank of the river and ran away. He felt very unhappy. Perhaps it would be a much better idea for me to go and hide in a dark place where all my bags and pockets and folds and wrinkles could not be seen, he said sadly. But just then he came across a dark cave and sighing deeply, he went in and sat down. Suddenly, Jumbo heard a fierce growling and bellowing. He poked his head through the opening of the cave and saw a lion coming along the path towards him.
"I'm so hungry,"
roared the lion.
"I haven't had anything to eat today. Nothing but a skinny, bony old antelope and a puny little monkey and a buffalo that was very leathery. Oh, and there were 2 tortoises, but they don't count. You can hardly find anything to eat under those shells that they wear. I'm so starving that I could eat an elephant."
And he started walking straight towards the dark cave where the little elephant was hiding. Well, this is the end of me, thought Jumbo. Bags, pockets, wrinkles and all. And he let out a loud trumpeting noise. At that very moment, the whole jungle was filled with the most terrible din, the most frightening racket. A whole herd of big, grey, wrinkled elephants was charging through. The hungry lion leapt into the air with fright and ran away as quickly as he could. Jumbo peeked out of the cave and saw all the elephants standing there, smiling. He thought they were the most beautiful creatures he'd ever seen. I do hope that I look like you, he said.
You certainly do,
said the large elephants with a smile. You're the most delightful little elephant we've ever seen. Jumbo was so pleased that he began to dance. 1, 2, 3, plonk, 1, 2, 3, plonk. Through the jungle he went, with all the big elephants following along behind him. Jumbo was happy and no longer alone. The cheeky parrot watched them dancing. But this time, he didn't laugh. He didn't even smile.